I'm just sketching out this bit of a river scene. I should be going along my local chalk stream in the morning on my bike. I go there most weeks, sometimes twice. It's about a 10-11 mile round trip. Ambling, looking at the fish, see how badly polluted it's been with this weather. So I'm just doing this very simple sort of sketch with some trees and very sketchy. Just across the river there, just some around the bend here. And the bigger bank of trees on this side as it closes in. It's all very scrubby. It's going right across. So this is a lower plane here. Those big trees here. Bit of background, bit of light in the sky. Just going off into the distance. I wanted to go out there really. So this is not really my river wander. It's just any river really. Just a simple wet in wet. With some reed beds here and here. And what you put there, just sort of come down there. And then these reflections coming across here. Oh, I did a barbecue yesterday, it was so nice. But as always, the smoke from a barbecue or a bonfire always comes your way, doesn't it? Right, I'm using Fabriano, £130. Quite light, but wet in wet. It's not a great paper for dry brush. I buy it in 100 cheap blocks. My palette is lemon yellow, raw sienna, alizarin crimson, light red, ultramarine, burnt umber, Payne's grey and burnt sienna. Don't have to use them all. The first thing we do is wet the paper. You can leave a little bit of unwetted paper if you wish. A bit of character, but you want the water wet because you're going to bring in the reflections in that. Right. Okay. Now the weather is quite bright, so we'll do a bit of sienna. Good old standby. Sienna in the clouds, but there won't be. I'm not going to paint a sky portrait. Just going to give it a bit of make a bit of red in there. Just a bit of. Just to show some light clouds behind. When you put the blue on, it'll do its own thing. So there's my blue. That's just a bit of and then that'll do. Now, with what you put in the sky, just put in the water, in your water. Now we've got that lemon, the yellow, so we want to put that in below where it is. And look, we've got all this lovely there. That'll do. All very exciting. And then we'll have a bit of a darker reflection in the water, blue and grey I think. Just a bit of And into that we can put our reflections. Right, let that dry a little bit. That's my phone, I won't be answering that. If I stop and answer the phone, I'll have to edit, because with this Canon camcorder, one of the downsides is you can't stop midway and carry on. It uploads or downloads onto the computer as separate videos, so you have to then edit them all together with the Windows Movie Maker, which is okay, but you've then got to, in real time, download it to the edit to the computer, then you've got to upload it to YouTube. It all takes time with my scant understanding of these things. For my second one today, I did one an hour or two ago of a Lake District scene. Well, it could be anywhere really, I just made it up. So what you have to do, when you run out of ideas, just start to invent ideas based on what you've painted before. Just recycle. That way you can always have something to paint. You don't have to wait for the great photographs. You've got all your experience. So this is the end of the distant landscape here, where I'll put a bit of tree in the back here. And that more or less just disappear over the hill there. And we'll put in a bit of yellow, a greeny sort of field there. Leave some brights showing this one painted paper, and then okay, then you've got your bank coming around here. Some darker green in there. I'm using a bit of burnt sienna in that mix, just to start warming up as we come into the foreground here, or the middle distance, shall I say. And then we'll go darker now. Payne's grey, bit of sienna. More browny. Bit of red in there, bit of blue. With shadows. Almost nice and dark here. And then we're coming down into this reed bank here. So that's coming across. I'll put some heavier stuff in that as I get to it, and the reflections. Now some nice darks in there. Just stroking the brush up now. Now, some really good darks in there. Right, now we'll go into this bank here. So we'll just can always flick out some bits and pieces here. The last video seemed to overexpose the light in the middle of this. I hope this one is a bit better. I don't know what to do with that one. Right, let's put in some background. This all dries lighter than when you put it on. Okay, bit of undulation there. Well, let's keep a bit of separation with the lemon yellow field. Yellow and sienna, I think, on that. I'll just keep that. Right across there, and some shadows on there. Then we come into the reed beds, the shadow maybe. Right, so let's put in some trees. We'll go back over that with some more reflections, I think. And we will, using the hake. Well, I want that to dry there. I'm going to put some trees in here. Hold on a moment, my leg has collapsed. Not my physical leg, but my easel leg. Just get a bit of a time. Right, okay. Oh, my matchstick, my drawing implement is on the floor. Look at that. Right, okay, have we moved? No, that's fine. Right, with the hake, wherever I put it, here it is. I'll put in some distant foliage first. Payne's grey, bit of sienna, bit of blue, bit of grey. Just there. I'm going to have some slightly warmer greys in here. Using a bit of light red in there. Just to and then going right across there. And then we've got some behind. And then over the other side we put in some spring greens. A bit more yellow. Blue or green over here. Oh, very sketchy. Right, with the rigger, I'll put in some darker mix of that, so blue and grey. I've just, no detail, just a few flicks with the rigger. That's all you need. Should have painted that when I did that little background. That's fine. Now some slightly darker but warmer colours. This is and then we'll just, now with the rigger you can get these lovely wide marks just because it's a pointed thin brush. Doesn't mean that you can't they're insistent. Oh, they can leave a message. Right, let's stiffen that one up there a little bit. Right, now over here, it's just about dryish. So we'll be a greeny, more greeny grey. Oh, dark. Right, so we've got some, there's a bit of a tree coming up here. Going off the top there a little bit. And then we've got, let's just, this needs to be darker in here now just to anchor this landscape. Bit of blue, bit of brown, bit of grey. Now we've got the heavier tree to go in there now. Another one, or several coming up here. Grey, blue, nondescript, so let's have some. Get that down there. Okay, right off the top of the page here. Now I'm going to have this one at the back here. Slightly bluer, very greeny. So this is just a bit further back. Oh. Okay, so we've done some very simple trees. And now we want to put in some reflections. So, where's my hake with that old trusty? I'll some nice shadow, or not shadow, reflection colour. Let's see what this colour will do. So we've got this coming down here. some more coming down here. Okay, so let's get working with the rigger now. And the, just put a little bit of detail, not a lot, just enough to just a bit there. The way you show above is good to show below. Just a nice dark bit of it. Few coming across in here, just from off the picture. Right, there we are. Just some squiggles. Very simply painted in. Right, okay. No great shapes to painting, but it's very simple. Let's put it in and out and have a little look. Well, there we are. It's just a very, very simple painting. I'll just raise up the angle. Then I'll go and check to see who was ringing me. Move this around. Now I hope that hasn't exposed in the centre like it did last time. Right, there's just that side, just some stuff coming in from here and there. This painting is loosely based on the idea of John Tookie, English landscape watercolourist. This could be anywhere, any river. It could even be the Upper Thames, couldn't it? But there we are. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.